The Chevy Silverado is often seen as a quintessential pickup, a perfect work companion, but like any other truck, it has weak spots too. Some don't like its straightforward design, others miss a high-performance version. Does the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado solve the 5 worst issues of the Silverado's previous model? Let's check it out. Number 5. Styling. When Chevy introduced the current generation of its full-size pickups, loyal fans were polarized. The new model got modern styling, but it didn't seem to be in line with what traditional buyers of Chevy trucks expected. There was too much chrome, along with undefined headlights and grille design. It seemed like the truck lost what it was appreciated for in the past: no-nonsense, work-oriented design. Chevy tried to soften its customers by offering different iterations with different approaches to the front-end design, but the polarizing effect was still there. Now, the 2025 Chevy Silverado brings a couple of novelties that could make things a bit better. The same front-end grille design is still there, but the company has prepared a couple of new color options. The paint called Cypress Gray and Riptide Blue Metallic have been added to the offer, but that doesn't mean that the palette has gotten bigger. No, the company just deleted unpopular options such as Dark Ash Metallic, Glacier Blue Metallic, Harvest Bronze Metallic, and Lakeshore Blue Metallic. This year's visual update isn't just about the new color options. There's also a new spray-on bed liner, which looks a bit fancier now as it has a Chevrolet bow tie logo on the back wall. Still, the biggest visual updates are probably those that the company prepared for the LT Trail Boss trim, which is certainly the version that got the most updates this year. In terms of aesthetics, the thing that's worth mentioning more than others is the set of new wheels, as they're bigger with 20 inches in radius instead of 18, and with a new high-gloss black aluminum design. For those looking for more off-road adventure, Chevy offers optional off-road tires which now come wrapped over new 18-inch fancy-looking machined aluminum wheels with dark painted pockets. Number 4. Lack of standard features. The Silverado has always been a reasonably priced option on the market with a straightforward, no-nonsense design, but it looks like Chevy lost its track a bit in recent years by not following the latest trends. And the latest trends are all about making trucks more comfortable, more convenient, and better equipped. Lately, Chevy has been criticized for the lack of some, let's call them, essential features and more basic trim levels, but it looks like the company addressed at least some of these issues. In other words, the 2025 Chevrolet Silverado comes with more standard equipment than the previous model year. For example, there's the work truck version designed to be simple and affordable with a dashboard design from the previous generation. It comes with a small 7-inch infotainment screen and a few more goodies, but is essentially bare bones. Well, the next year's model will get one nice upgrade as cruise control finally becomes part of the standard equipment on the work truck. Higher trims also have a few novelties such as the trailer brake controller. This useful feature is now standard in various equipment groups including the 1LT package as well as 1SP, which brings a bit of Z71 flair to the LT Trail Boss model. Moreover, the trailer brake controller is now also part of standard equipment in 2FL models, a cost-effective version designed specifically for fleet buyers. The base work truck trim gets another interesting novelty, the so-called Universal Vehicle Module, which used to be reserved for HD models only. This system offers several useful modes such as auto vehicle start, shutdown, inhibit, fast idle, and snowplow, which are highly useful in situations when indirect control of the battery voltage is needed, or maybe you need to power various equipment and even boost output for it, or to disable modern safety features to seamlessly use the snowplow. Number 3. LT Trail Boss wheels and tires. For years, the Trail Boss package has been standing out as a great way to get solid off-road performance without breaking the bank, like it's the case with the ZR2 for example. This trim, initially built over custom trim, is also available as an upgrade to the LT trim with a solid portion of comfort and convenience upgrades. Besides off-road essentials such as 4-wheel drive, 2-speed transfer case, skid plates, off-road suspension, all-terrain tires, automatic locking rear differential, and hill descent control, that trim also comes with goodies like LED headlights, power adjustable driver's seat, heated front seats, dual-zone climate control, etc. But despite all these useful and stylish upgrades, it has been lacking a couple of things for all these years. Buyers were particularly unhappy with the limited choice of wheel options. Practically 18-inch units with all-terrain tires with uninspiring design were the only options around, but Chevy has decided to address this complaint. So there are 2 options on offer now, one for those who focus on style and one for those looking for better off-road performance. In the case of the former, all-terrain tires remain standard, but now with 20-inch high-gloss black aluminum design. There's a nice blend of style and performance. The bigger news is that there's also new optional 18-inch machined aluminum wheels with dark painted pockets, which come with Goodyear Wrangler Territory mud terrain tires with a more aggressive tread pattern with larger lugs and reinforced sidewalls, which significantly increase the off-road potential of this particular version of the truck. Number 2. Uninspiring interior design. The moment the current generation arrived, it received harsh criticism about its interior design, and why wouldn't it? It remained unchanged, outdated, and cheap-looking. Well, that very same interior is still present in the most basic trim levels, and while that may look okay to those who spend most of their day on a farm or construction site, it feels like Chevy could have done more. It updated the interior, but it made it exclusive to higher trim levels, and we're not sure how to feel about that. But even if we talk about the revised interior, which certainly looks way better with nicer materials and massive screens, it's still not as fancy as the one found inside the Ram 1500, for example. Yes, Chevy did update the cabin a few years ago. It brought much nicer materials, new tech features, and improved ergonomics, but still, many customers don't feel happy enough. The massive 13.4-inch entertainment screen looks nice, just like the 12.3-inch digital cluster, but other than those fancy tech features, the cabin still utilizes mostly hard-touch materials. It feels like the competition gives more in this aspect, and it's not just about the Ram 1500, which has been heavily updated for this year and created an even bigger gap. The F-150 looks nicer and fresher, while even the current generation Tundra offers more attractive aesthetics, a bigger screen, and nicer materials in some areas. Furthermore, Chevy's seats are among the worst in the segment, with less support and overall comfort compared to Ram and Ford. With all that in mind, it doesn't surprise that people expect to see updates for this year. Some reports were even suggesting such a thing, but eventually it didn't happen. So we could all agree that unlike some of the previous issues, this one definitely hasn't been solved with the 2025 Silverado. Number 1. Lack a high-performance version. The Silverado has always been well known for its impressive range of different configurations on offer. 3 cab styles, 3 bed lengths, and numerous trim levels and packages. There are a lot of options to choose from, including some of the most capable off-roaders around, such as the ZR2. Still, the ZR2 has no TRX or Raptor R, and that lack of a high-performance version is considered a drawback by some. Even though there were rumors about the addition of such a model, powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter V8, Chevy eventually decided to pass this one. So for those who see this as an issue, it hasn't been solved. But still, for the vast majority of truckers, that has never been an issue, considering that even though there is no such extreme version, Chevy has an impressive range of powertrain options on offer. It starts with the excellent 2.7-liter Turbo 4, a perfect blend of power and efficiency. With 310 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, it's one of the most capable base engines in a class, with a quite respectable 0 to 60 acceleration of 7.1 seconds. For those preferring 8 cylinders, Chevy has 2 well-known and proven options. A smaller 5.3-liter unit with 355 horsepower, and the bigger 6.2-liter with 420 horses, both characterized not just by strong performance but great sonic features as well. Finally, Chevy remains the only truck in its class that still offers a diesel version with a well-known 3-liter inline-6. With plenty of torque and excellent fuel economy that goes up to 29 miles per gallon on the highway. Chevy has a bit of everything under the hood, a good choice for everyone, including a new all-electric version. So we definitely shouldn't take the lack of a high-performance version as a drawback, especially now that Ram has discontinued the TRX. It's only a matter of time before Ford does the same due to stricter emissions regulations. Thanks for watching and see you next time.